My name is Madeline, and I'm 45. I woke up at 5:43 a.m. last Tuesday with an elephant sitting on my chest. Couldn't breathe right. Left arm felt weird. Cold sweat everywhere. I shook my husband, Victor, 48, awake. Something's wrong. Chest hurts bad. Need hospital? He groaned, looked at his phone. Seriously? Today? You know what today is. His 48th birthday. The big party he'd been planning for 3 months. Catered. 75 guests. Matching decorations. The works. Vic, I think I'm having a heart attack. He sat up, annoyed more than alarmed. You're probably just stressed about my party. Take some Tums. I tried to stand. My legs gave out, and I crashed into the nightstand. That finally got him moving, not out of concern, but anger. Great, just great. Madeline, you're going to make us late setting up. He called 911 like it was customer service for the wrong order. My wife claims she's having chest pains on my birthday. Yes, I'll hold. The EMTs arrived fast. EKG right there. One looked at the other and said something about STEMI. They moved quick after that. As they loaded me onto the gurney, Victor actually said, "Can you guys hurry? I have a party at 2. In the ambulance, between oxygen mask adjustments, I thought about our 23 years together. When did he become this person? Or was he always like this and I just made excuses? At the hospital, they rushed me straight to cardiac care. Widowmaker, 95% blocked. If I'd taken those Tums and gone back to bed, I'd be dead. Came out of surgery groggy but alive. First thing I see, Victor in the corner on his phone, clearly upset. For a second, I thought maybe he had been worried. Nope. The caterer says they can't push back the delivery. The food will be ruined. The venue won't refund. This is a disaster. Me, barely conscious. Sorry. He looked up, tears in his eyes. Not relief, angry tears. You ruined everything by having that heart attack on my birthday. Do you know how long I planned this? How much it cost? Everyone's asking where we are. The nurse checking my vitals stopped mid-blood pressure squeeze. Just stared at him. Me, my bad. That's all I said. My bad. For almost dying on his birthday. Victor, Madeline, it's not just bad, it's selfish. You couldn't have waited one day. The nurse, sir, she can't control when arteries block. Victor, nobody asked you. Can she leave AMA? The party starts in 3 hours. Nurse, she just had a stent placed. She could die. Victor huffed, grabbed his purse, his bag, and stormed off. I'm going to try to salvage something from this mess. Thanks for nothing, Madeline. He left on my first day post-heart attack to go to his birthday party without the wife who almost died. The nurse stood there, mouth open. In 20 years, I've never... Yeah, I said, me either. Still in the hospital. Complications with one of the meds. Needed monitoring. Gave me time to think and plan. Victor visited twice, both times to complain. Visit 1. Everyone thinks I'm a terrible person for having the party without you. Like I was supposed to cancel everything because you had bad timing. Visit 2. Your insurance deductible is $5,000. There goes the vacation I wanted for my birthday. He never asked how I felt. Never asked what the doctor said. Just complaints about how my near-death inconvenienced him. But here's the thing about being stuck in a hospital bed. You have time. And hospitals have social workers. And social workers know lawyers. Met with Eleanor Whitman, estate attorney, right there in my hospital room. Lovely woman. Brought her own notary. I need to update my will, I told her. Of course, she said. Major health events often prompt that. What changes? Everything. See, my original will was simple. Everything to Victor. House, retirement accounts, life insurance, about 1.2 million total. No kids, so it all went to him. Now, more complex. House to my nephew, Garrett. Good kid, struggling with student loans. 401k to my sister Diane, raising 3 kids alone after her husband died. Life insurance to the cardiac rehab center that would be saving my life. Personal items distributed among family and friends who actually gave a damn. For Victor, $5,000. Exactly what he complained my deductible cost him. Eleanor raised an eyebrow. That's quite a reduction for your spouse. May I ask why? I told her about the birthday party complaint, the deductible whining, the 23 years of subtle, selfish behavior I'd ignored until it nearly killed me. She nodded. Well, it's your estate, but he could contest this. Let him. I'm also filing for divorce when I get out. Then we should discuss removing him as power of attorney and healthcare proxy. Already did. My sister's now on all the forms. The papers were signed, witnessed and notarized, and filed that afternoon. Official as it gets. That evening, Victor actually showed up, with balloons. Happy birthday balloons. Since you ruined my actual birthday, I thought we could celebrate now. He brought a cupcake. One. For himself. Lit the candle right there in the cardiac unit. Make a wish, I said. Already did. For you to get better so we can go on that cruise. I hope it comes true. He ate the cupcake while scrolling Instagram, showing me posts from his party. Look how empty it looks without us there. So embarrassing. The nurse came in for evening meds, saw the balloons, the cupcake wrapper, Victor's attitude, made eye contact with me. I just shrugged. After Victor left, complaining about parking fees on the way out, the nurse came back. You okay? That was something. I'm great, I said. Best I've felt in years. And I meant it. Clarity is a hell of a drug. Got discharged yesterday. Diane picked me up. Victor was at his Pilates class. Can't miss it. You know how hard it is to get that time slot. Fine by me. Gave me time to execute phase 2. While I was recovering, I'd done some research. Turns out when you're married 20 plus years and suddenly change your will to leave your spouse almost nothing, lawyers recommend documentation. So I started documenting. Found 3 years of credit card statements. His birthday parties, boys' trips, shopping sprees, $68,000. My birthday presents from him? Amazon gift cards totaling $150. Anniversary trips charged to my card planned around what he wanted. Romantic getaways to outlet malls and spa resorts. The kicker? Text messages. Hundreds of them. Him complaining to friends about my boring job that funded his lifestyle. My dad bod while he paid for a trainer. My cheap gifts that were thoughtful but not Instagram-worthy. My selfishness for wanting to save for retirement. Then I found the group chat from his birthday while I was in surgery. Victor. Of course Madeline had to make today about her. Friend. Is she okay, though? Victor. She's fine. Doctors are so dramatic. Meanwhile, my party is ruined. Friend. Victor. What? Victor. I'm the victim here. Screenshots saved. All of them. When I got home, Victor had redecorated. New furniture, new art. Apparently retail therapy for his trauma of my heart attack. Like it? He asked. I figure while you were gone, might as well refresh. Oh, the couch was $3,000. I used your card since mine was maxed. Me? It's nice. Victor. See, I knew you'd understand. Oh, I also booked this couple's massage for tomorrow. You probably need it after the hospital. Me. Can't. Cardiac rehab starts tomorrow. Victor. Skip it. The massage is more important. We need to reconnect after you put me through all this. I put him through me. No, I'll go to rehab. Doctor's orders. He pouted. Actually pouted. You're being selfish again. That word, selfish, just for prioritizing not dying. The next morning, while he was at hot yoga, I met with a divorce attorney, Timothy Morrison. Sharp guy. Been doing this 30 years. Showed him everything. The texts, the credit card statements, the birthday hospital story. Tim, in my career I've seen a lot. This is special. She complained about your heart attack ruining her birthday. Me, while still hooked to monitors. And I've already updated my will. Tim, first thing you did? Smart. Here's what we do. The plan was simple. No fault state meant Victor would get half of marital assets regardless, but I could protect future earnings and inheritance, and most importantly, I could time things strategically. When do you want to file? Tim asked. His birthday is in 51 weeks. Too long to wait. Because I want one more birthday party story and I need time to prepare. Cardiac rehab is going great. Down 15 pounds. Energy's back. Stopped eating Victor's healthy cooking. Quinoa bowls at 900 calories aren't healthy. Started meal prepping. Feel human again. Victor hates it. You're becoming obsessed with this health stuff. It's annoying. This from a man who does yoga 6 days a week. Meanwhile, more documentation. He threw out my meal prep because it was cluttering the fridge. Complained to friends that I wasn't fun since I couldn't drink on my meds. Told his mother I was being dramatic about dietary restrictions. Bought a treadmill, then was mad when I actually used it. But the real revelation came from his friend Marvin. Sweet man. We'd known him for years. He called me last week. Madeline, I need to tell you something about Victor's birthday party, the one you missed. He gave a speech about how strong he was for dealing with your situation, how brave he was to carry on celebrating despite your attention-seeking. He actually used those words. Not surprised, Marvin. People walked out, actually left. His mutual friends, they were disgusted. He doesn't know I'm calling, but I thought I should hear it from someone. Thanks, Marvin. Are you okay? Really okay. Better than I've been in years. And every day of clarity made me realize how deep I'd been buried, how much I'd accepted as normal that wasn't. I started reaching out to old friends, ones Victor had deemed boring or beneath us. Turns out they'd been worried about me for years. He isolated you, Madeline, my college roommate Jerome said. We tried reaching out, but he always had reasons you couldn't hang out. Patterns. All patterns I'd been too blind or too comfortable to see. Meanwhile, Victor was planning next year's birthday. Bigger, better, more expensive. I deserve it after this year's disaster, he said. I'm thinking a yacht, maybe a weekend cruise. You'll be better by then, right? Absolutely. I'll be much better by then. He smiled, missing the subtext entirely. Good, and no heart attacks this time. He laughed, actually laughed about it. I laughed too, but for different reasons. Victor's 49th birthday was last weekend. The yacht party was everything he dreamed of. 100 guests, caterers, designer dress, professional photographer, the works. I paid for all of it, smiled for every photo, gave a touching speech about second chances and appreciating life. He basked in it, probably thinking I'd finally learned my lesson about ruining birthdays. The party ended at 10 p.m. By 10:15, everyone was gone except Victor, me, and a process server I'd hired to wait in the parking lot. Mrs. Madeline. He turned, champagne glass still in hand, tiara slightly crooked. You've been served. He handed the papers, confused. Opened them right there under the marina lights. Divorce papers and a copy of my new will. Tim said I didn't have to share the will, but I wanted to. The scream probably woke up Fish. What is this, on my birthday? He yelled. Happy birthday, I said. I didn't want to ruin it by having bad timing again. He read frantically, mascara running. $5,000. $5,000 after 23 years. Madeline, you can't do this. I'm your husband. I stood by you. Madeline, you went to your party while I was in cardiac ICU. That was different. I couldn't cancel. The process server, a young woman who'd clearly seen some things, just stood there taking it all in. Victor spun back to me. This is about that stupid heart attack, isn't it? You're still holding a grudge. Me? No grudge. Just clarity. You showed me who you are. I believed you. He threw his champagne glass, missed me, hit the dock. Owner was not pleased. I'll take everything in the divorce. You'll have nothing. Me? We're in a no-fault state. You'll get half the marital assets, about $400,000. Should cover a lot of birthday parties. Victor, but the will. You can't. That's my money. Me, was. Now it's Garrett's house and Diane's retirement fund. The meltdown was spectacular. Screaming about lawyers, about fairness, about how I was the selfish one. Marina security showed up. Then actual police. I'd warned them this might happen. Paid extra for security. They gently encouraged him to leave. As he was being escorted to his Uber, I turned back one last time. You planned this? You've been planning this since the hospital? Me? Since you complained about my heart attack ruining your birthday. Yes, Victor. I hope you have another one. The cop escorting him stopped. Ma'am, that's enough. He left screaming about cruel wives and stolen birthdays. It's been a week. Victor is staying with his mother, who called to say I'm heartless for ambushing her son. I reminded her that her son complained about my actual heart stopping on his birthday. That's different, she said, then hung up. The divorce is proceeding. Victor hired an aggressive lawyer trying to challenge the will. Eleanor says he has no case. Spouses can't contest wills that leave them something, just the amount. And $5,000 is something. My health is better than it's been in decades. Down 35 pounds. Cardiac rehab graduated me to a regular gym. Met someone there, actually. Patrick, he's a nurse. Watched his wife through cancer. Gets what actual support looks like. We're taking it slow. He knows the whole story. Laughed when I told him about the birthday ambush. Poetic. He said Victor valued his birthday over my heartbeat. I gave him a birthday he'll never forget. Victor has been texting from different numbers. I block them as they come. Same themes. I'm cruel. I'm the victim. 23 years wasted. He'll be homeless. He won't. Everyone thinks I'm horrible. They don't. Garrett called yesterday. Once the divorce is final and the will executes, hopefully far in the future, he'll own my house. Uncle Madeline, I can't accept this. It's too much. You visited me in the hospital. You cared. That's worth everything. Diane cried when I told her about the 401k designation. You need this for retirement. I need family who gives a damn. Got plenty of that. The Cardiac Rehab Center called about the life insurance designation. They want to name a wing after me. I suggested the Madeline Second Chance Center. Don't you mean the Madeline Victor Center? They asked. No, just Madeline. Victor would complain about the timing. Life's short. Almost found that out the hard way. Sometimes a heart attack is just the wake-up call you need. My heart's good now. Strong, clear, pumping blood to a brain that finally sees straight. Victor's next birthday? Not my problem. But I hear he's planning another yacht party. Hope the weather cooperates. Wouldn't want bad timing to ruin it.